Hola a todos, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos a una nueva entrevista a Rock and Pop. Estamos con LP desde Los Ángeles, en Estados Unidos, porque ella va a estar presentándose en Lollapalooza, Chile, ahora en marzo, que será el 18, 19 y 20 de marzo en el Parque Bicentenario de Cerrillos. Le vamos a preguntar sobre eso, sobre su nuevo disco Churches y también muchas cosas más. LP, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. What's going on?
Great.
Good
Well,
to see
here
you.
here in Santiago, we're just waiting for you because we all
Nothing else is
remember.
happening. Just like,
Yeah, we're waiting for you because we remember the first time you came here in 2019. You did two
yeah.
full concerts, all of them sold out. So, after all these
It's very
years,
fun.
what are you going to bring to your fans to Lollapalooza?
Some new material, that's for sure. And yeah, just more of the same, but more songs and more more excitement. I'm very, I think I think we had enough rest time, everybody, so we're ready to go. It's
Um,
exciting.
is is Lollapalooza, because you're doing the three shows of Lollapalooza in South America? You're doing
Yeah.
Argentina, Chile, and Brazil. Is Lollapalooza Argentina the first show you do in pandemic, like starting the tour, the official comeback of
Um,
concerts, or you have
Yes.
done?
No,
Yes.
I did. Well, no, I did. I had a little bit of stuff in Europe. I did some stuff in Europe, and then I had a beautiful show at Corona Capital in Mexico City,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it was great. So I did that, but I feel like this is the beginning because it's like now I feel like things are getting back more, and it feels, and I'm going to start touring a lot more, so I'm just ready.
Great. You mentioned you were bringing some new music.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your new album, Churches. What was the original message of this album? And what was the final message? Because I believe this record, you almost had it finished before the pandemic, right?
Yeah, but I added so much more to it, but I added more songs, I added more we added more production, we added just more things I don't think, this record is, very much tied into the pandemic in that it's like you're getting a little bit of what life was like beforehand, where for me where my mindset was, and then where my mind was after, and some songs that were written beforehand or started beforehand that were then finished after or during, during the pandemic was there was a lot in there, like like different sentiments and different feelings for sure. So it's 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 a deep one for me. I feel like I put a lot of feelings that where I was at, and I feel like where maybe we all were at. I don't know. So I
Mhm.
tried. I tried.
Was it hard for you, the pandemic?
um I would say in the scheme of things, as far as people go, no. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I was very lucky, Um, I didn't have any people close to me pass away. I didn't really have to change my anything except that I had to stay inside or stay
Mhm.
home. So it was it was difficult on my mind. It was difficult to see people suffering. It was difficult to be idle. To not be traveling and doing what I do. But I was working on this record. I felt very lucky to have this record to work on, so that was cool, and that kept me busy. And I had personal life stuff to work out, so it gave me time to do that and a lot of things.
Mhm. Mhm. Which song on this album was the most significant to you, and why?
Uh, they all are. They really all are in their own way. It's like every single song kind of really is deep to me, deep meaning to me. And Churches was like one of the first songs I wrote for this album, where it felt like I was embarking on uh a new record. And Rainbow is about my ex-fiance and I, for the most part, and kind of coming to terms with that. And One Last Time is it just really, which we started before the pandemic, but then kind of took on a whole new, meaning, and I really like kind of then sculpted it around
Mm-hmm.
um, the feeling of how important we are to each other, so I could go down the list, When We Touch, that was the last song I wrote for this record, kind of in anticipation of seeing everybody again. So I feel like the whole thing is like runs through, the last 3 years of my life, and
Mm-hmm.
so I have trouble picking one song.
Okay, it's okay. But if we have had to choose one song here in Chile, at least,
Okay.
definitely, and we're talking about your entire career, but definitely, "Lost on You" is the great
Uh,
success. Is the greatest song with which you made yourself known here in Chile, in
yeah.
Mexico, and also
Right.
in South America.
Hmm.
Can you please tell us some particularity of this song that makes it so special for you? And did you imagine it was going to be this big?
No, I mean I had no idea because when I first played it for the label I was on, they um they heard it and they were like, "Yeah, we're gonna drop you and not continue representing you." So so I definitely didn't think like, I didn't think I had anything, And then I got signed to another label. It's just, I mean, but that is this business, in a nutshell,
Mhm.
is that one, like it's just up to one guy to go, I don't like it or I like it, so I didn't know is what I'm saying. So it was a surprise, but I put a lot into that song, obviously, it was very
Mhm.
emotional for me. And I think it also really represented me very well. I think it showed everything I can do with my voice, and I don't know, and it had a depth to it that people responded to, both
Mhm.
young and old, to be honest. So, yeah, I mean, I'll always love that song. I'll always love singing that song, and I'm forever grateful to that song for introducing me to so many people.
Are you going to sing it in Lollapalooza, Chile?
Of course, nope. Yeah, no, I am. I am.
Of course. A few years ago, in 2018, or maybe before that, you worked with Morrissey. Your voice was part of the album California Sun covers. You participated in the song It's Over, which is originally of Roy Orbison. How did you come to collaborate with Morrissey, and what was it like working with him?
Um, I had sung that song. I had covered that song myself years before, so I'm already a big Roy Orbison fan. Um, I love Morrissey and the Smiths and everything, musically, and he was lovely to me, and he's, a brilliant man, and it was really cool to work with him.
Mhm. You said you were a great fan of Roy Orbison.
Yeah.
What is your opinion about an artist like that? And what are other artists that have influenced you in that way, like the big
Um,
names?
yeah. Well, Roy Orbison, just for me, I can relate to him because I feel like he's one of those people that visually you're kind of like,
Mhm.
if he never sang a word, you'd be like, what's this guy's deal? You know what I mean? Which I think, sometimes people are looking at me like, the fuck am I looking at? And so I think I, relate to him that way. And he's very emotional. I relate to him in that way. And I'm just a big fan of his writing and his songs. He's him along with the Beatles and the Stones and Jeff Buckley and Nirvana and Aretha Franklin. It's like I love all these people and many many more. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, I'm a classics kind of person. So I love pop music. I love current pop music and all kinds of things. It's like I'm listening to The Weeknd and Post Malone and all that stuff. But
Mhm.
but like if you talk about what influences me, it's those other names.
Is there one particular artist that is the great influence on you, or do you just have many, like Roy Orbison or the
The
Beatles? And
greatest, I mean, I would probably say maybe Jeff Buckley for me sometimes. Like I don't feel like it wasn't from a very young age, but yeah, I think probably like Roy Orbison is a big one for me. And yeah, I mean, there's so many. They're all together. It's like hard to
Mhm.
zero in.
They are. Last but not least, our radio station, Rock and Pop, turns 30 years this year. We're celebrating 3
Congratulations.
Decades. Yes. Thank you. What can you say about long-lasting radio? From when you were young, did you listen a lot to radio? How do you feel about
I mean, everybody did. I mean, I just feel like, it really, it's interesting because, when you get, it's kind of like getting television, it's just like you could see how far it moves your music to people, and I mean, I love radio. I mean, I love radio when it plays my stuff, and then when it doesn't, I'm just like, whatever, you know what I mean? In my own country, I don't get that played that much on the radio, so I'm more of like indie style artist, which is great. I mean, where I'm at musically in my own country is beautiful. I love it, but I can see in other countries when I get played on the radio the difference, and it's and so it's great, but again, it's great when they're playing you, and if they're not playing you, then it's like, okay, but it's it moves the needle a lot of times. So and at the same time, there's much more music than the radio plays, so I'm always aware of that. So, but radio is great, of course.
Mm-hmm. Well, here in Chile, in our radio in Rock and Pop, we do play a lot of your songs. So
that's why I love you guys.
Yeah. Can we record an ID where you say, "Hi there, my name is LP, and you're listening to my music in Rock and Pop"?
Of course. Rock and pop?
Rock and pop.
Rock and pop. Okay.
Yes.
So, hi, I'm LP, and you're listening to my music on Rock and Pop?
Okay. Go one more time. Start whenever you want.
No, I was just asking you.
Okay. Go then.
Yeah. Hi, this is LP, and you're listening to my music on Rock and Pop.
Great. Final question. If you would you like to send a message to all of your fans here in Chile, because you do have a lot of how can I say, powerful fan clubs. Whenever whenever you do,
I love my fan clubs there.
You do. Whenever you have an interview here in Santiago, whatever media it is, they like put it everywhere and they tag us. I mean, it's crazy. Them. It's crazy.
All right.
Send them a message.
I want to say thank you to all my Chilean fan clubs. I love you guys. Thank you so much for spreading the word of my music, and I can't wait to see you. I cannot wait to see you. We're gonna have so much fun at the shows, and I'll see you soon. All right, besos. See you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. I don't know if there's anything more you would like to say about coming to Chile for the second time.
No, I don't have anything more than I can't wait. That's it.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Lovely to see you. Thanks for Rock and Pop.